Alright, so we're nearly at the end of the print for the skirt. So right now I'll zoom in here, flip it back. So I'm showing 140 hours and 19 minutes into this print, and yeah, as you can see, looking around it, it's just about done. And this is I'll back right up here so you can see. Yeah, certainly the tallest print I managed so far. There's old K9's body up there. This one is much bigger. It's been a much longer print. So it's just finishing the top layer. Get up there. Up here you can see that last layer going on top now. Still got plenty of filament on the spool there. So gonna let this complete, and then I'll go outside where I've been prepping the spheres to go on it. So, yeah, so I've been doing various Dalek balls onto the mounts. They'll get mounted on the skirt, and I've got loads more inside. I've got to do another piece of the base to match that, and then I'll run off the other two bases and then do the final half of the skirt, and that should take me up to the point where I have to go back to work. But at least I'll have what I figure one of the hardest parts done. So I'm going to get some primer to spray an outer coat on this, sand it down, get it nice and smooth. And then I bought some hammered bronze spray paint that I'll put over that. And then I'll attach the spheres. And we'll see how it looks from there. So anyway, I'll let this finish off, and then I'll catch up showing me trying to get it off this bed. But as you can see, it's stuck good. I mean, you can see the base. I did put an added brim to it. It's only about 5mm, just to give it a bit more of a stick. But yeah, it is stuck to that glass bed good. So I'm quite impressed there. Right, so the print finished. It took about 140 hours. Came out looking pretty good. I only printed using a brim for extra support, and now the base has cooled down, that just pops off quite easily, and you can see the brim itself removes. Very little effort, but it was just enough to stop the edges curving up, and help keep it on the plate, which you can do. I'll get around and do the rest later. So, Dalek base, front part of the skirt I should say. I'll go and get some primer, spray this, sand it down just to get rid of any last rough lines, and then on the elegoo's I've been printing the Dalek spheres and mounts. So I've got 26 of these run off at the moment, and they line up with the slots. So you line up with 4 of these on each panel, for those of you unfamiliar with Daleks. And once I've completed that, I'll move on to the rear section. But meanwhile, I'm going to do the last 3 pieces of the base and use that to crank up the speed, and just to see how they print, how good they are. And then that last section of this, I should be able to match the speed there with confidence. So yeah, did well. Still got a bit of PLA plus left on that spool, so enough to do one of the base pieces. Yeah, all very good. Just to clean it up, a little bit of string in there. Anyway, thanks for watching. Keep an eye on it. See how this thing progresses. Oh, one thing I did want to mention as well. If you watched my early TronXY videos, I said that the manual recommended a particular model to import into Cura for the settings, and if you didn't change the G code, it would end up sending the bed up at the end of the print to the home position. And as you can see with this, if that had happened, if this had been my first print and I didn't realize that was happening, it would have driven this up into the ceiling fan, probably the ceiling. From the website, it recommended a different printer profile to take, and I used that. The G code was correct in that one, and you can see when it finishes the print, it leaves the bed where it needs to be at the bottom. It makes it easy for you to then reach in and grab it and take it out, rather than try and pull it out of a hole in the ceiling. Anyway, I'm going to go and give this a quick clean up and prepare for that base.